Does success lead to greed? What do you think about that?
Well, Kane, success leading to greed.
Yes, you being
It
successful, everything's working right, and you're making this money. Take that, take that. You're doing it, man. You're doing it, right? You're getting this money, but then it comes to a point where you've done everything. Does it
I,
lead to greed when you want to do something else or getting greedy and want more? What do you think?
well, Kane, look, I'll take it back to this. Start in the beginning. Back in the day, we all aspire to have a good life, have that house, the cars, and you might aspire to become a millionaire, and you have made it. I say you have made it, but then the bar starts raising higher. Now these millionaires, okay, let me see what else I can acquire. Let me see what else I can acquire. Is it greed? Because it was, okay, I'm a millionaire. Now I'm a multi-millionaire. Now I have $500 million. Wouldn't you be satisfied with $500 million? No, I want to get to that billion. Now it's the goal. You see, now it's a club, I say some of the rappers that we know have
Mhm.
went surpassed that $1 million status. A couple of them. I'm just saying, Kanye, Jay-Z, okay, people
Oh, you're
of the
talking about for the billion.
community.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking about for the
now
billion.
they're aspiring for the
Yeah,
billion. Now the
yeah, but
billion is the goal.
yeah, they have aspired to that, but I mean, to keep okay, do you consider it successful to make that much money?
Yes, I would consider, and I
I
would
think it's the
think,
eyes of the beholder. I think, and I'm just being a devil's advocate,
okay,
like I do, or
yeah,
whatever. I think whatever that particular amount that you make, or
mhm.
whatever, it's in the eyes of the beholder. Because, yeah, Jay Z is making billions of dollars, or he's worth that much, or whatever. But do you need that to be considered successful? No, you don't need that much. As long as you have financial freedom, I think that's successful. So financial freedom is different for everyone. It depends on the person, right?
True, true,
Yeah,
true.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When I say financial freedom, I'm just saying where you don't have to sit and worry about the next check, or you don't have to sit and worry about the bill and all that other stuff.
Right.
You have to worry about that. You'll be able to, take care of business and take care of leisure at the same time, and you're good. But I think when you get more and more, if you've done a whole lot, meaning, just like P. Diddy, he done been everywhere, right? All over the globe, right? He done been in so many different places. Now, and this happens with all celebrities to me, I see. Not all. I shouldn't say all. I shouldn't say all. But a lot of the celebrities, they have done so much that they tend to dabble in other things
Come
that's
on,
not beneficial to them. A
talk.
lot of times it's drugs. A lot of times they experiment with different types of drugs, right? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Or they dabble in uh I don't even want to say it, but no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
The
say it. But
behavior, the
just
behavior, the
what is the
tendencies.
behavior? Yeah, yeah, dealing with
Yes.
younger women and things of that nature. They'll deal with that. They'll do a lot of different things because they have touched every edge of this earth and done a lot of different things. But now it, they looking for some other excitement.
I see what you're
And I
saying.
think that I think that with those P Diddy parties and stuff like that, they experimented with different things that people have never experienced before. So you don't know what you don't know. So once you experience it, you're like, oh, I really like this. So I'm gonna start doing this or whatever. This is different or whatever. So then that greed of trying
Thank you.
to fixate
Yes.
on on reading achieving that same feeling.
Yes.
That greed is like, man, I want it again, I want it again. Doesn't matter the cost. Doesn't matter the cost. He can say, "Hey,
Come
we're
on.
gonna have this, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna cost X amount of dollars." Okay, all right. It doesn't matter because I have come to the fact that in order to get this same feeling, it's gonna take a little greed, and I'm gonna have to spend a little money. and I have to do some things that I normally wouldn't do, but I
To
still want
get
that
that,
fixation.
thank you. And I'm glad you brought it all the way back around, because that success can lead to greed,
Mhm.
which, how are you going to continue to fund this, whatever fixation or fantasy you may have? Now, I would say on a different note, guys like Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, will you call it greed? Because they want to continue to expand their business, expand their influence. Um, was it George Soros? We always hear about him
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
funding different things, that goes against the left or the right. Um, so is it greed with those guys, or is just ambition? Because we haven't heard too many or different scandals
hmm
from other, people that's coming into major money, but
yeah,
they're still continuing to go higher, to want
yeah,
to keep going.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
But that's you thinking that it's more successful to do X, Y, and Z. So let's say Elon Musk. All right. So
yeah,
Elon, you can think that because he's opening this or he generated this or whatever, right? He's becoming more successful and now he's being greedy. You think that. He's just thinking, hey, my team has came up with this and this will be beneficial to America, to the world, whatever, right? That can be his idea. He's not thinking about the money. The money will come. I always say that the money will come. You just come with the ideas and the innovative things that you do or whatever. It'll come or whatever. So I wouldn't think that that's the whole purpose of it. But you see some people, I'm gonna buy this, sell this, invest in this partially, and then sell it
hmm
here.
hmm
They're trying to get to a number, but what is that number? What? How is that significant? How is that number significant to them? Yes, they may have reached that $1 billion status. Maybe they're the first black billionaire or whatever. But what is it really?
I
Because the average person will look back at it and be like, you had all that money and there are so many starving people in this world, right? They
right,
would say that, right? Like, why would you hoard all this money and be in this certain status when you have millions of people that are well below the poverty line
right.
in America and throughout the world or whatever? Why some people will look at it like that.
But Kane, I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you, because you always, we talk about this right here, and you want people to pull it up by the bootstraps. So if you acquire, we're not going to go into the billions, but you're doing very successful, and you're into the millions now.
Mhm.
Would you get into philanthropy? Would you give back? Would you try to do
Well,
different things to help? And I'm not just talking about tax write-offs or whatever,
yeah.
to help the the less the less fortunate. So
Well,
would
well,
you
this is how I feel about helping people. My help is education. What I've learned through my journey, I will give that to you.
okay.
I will. I will give that to you. Even if it is in a session like this or whatever the case may be, but I'll give that to you. What you do with it is on you. But should I do a tax write-off for you? Should I just give it over there to you? Yeah, it'll help that situation. It'll help that particular individual. But then what did they learn other than they know how to hold their hand out? That's the only thing that they learn in that
Mm,
situation. If you don't have that discipline like I had,
right.
what's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of it?
Okay.
Their discipline is, hold a hand out. Hey, what you got? What you got?
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
did
Yep.
great on that test. I'm a scholar. Give me some money. No, what? No, no, no. That doesn't work like that. It didn't work like that for me. So why do you feel like it that I should do that for you?
Mm.
I had to do the research. I had to grind. I had to figure out how I can make it to where I'm
Right.
at right now. Don't you think that that is more valuable if you do that versus just handing them some money?
Right, right, right. I
Yeah,
do. You
yeah,
know, you point them
yeah.
in leading
The
the
right
horse to
direction.
water. Yes, the right direction.
Now,
And
everybody's not going to follow that direction.
right, 100%. Come on.
Yeah. Everybody's not, even if you give it to them, you can lay the map down and say, all right, I'm going to spread this map out here. This is the direction you need to go. Some people be like, you know what? I see an easier way. Okay. Do it your way. Do it your way. I'm just telling you what I've done. Now, mind you, you'll never be like I can never compare myself to Jay-Z and P. Diddy and all these other guys because I've never been in their shoes.
Right,
Right. So no one under me, if they want to consider success, would be able to go through my shoes. I
right,
had to go through certain things by being in the military and outside of the military, right? Being a retiree or whatever, right? I
right,
had to
right,
go through certain things to know what I know now to be able to be in a financial freedom type situation. I had to go through that. So I'm not saying that you need to follow that footsteps, but I will give you what I've been through, and then you will have your own footsteps that you would
yeah,
create
yeah.
for your
Okay,
family, your generation, right?
I
That's what it
got you.
has to happen. And I can see, even if I did decide to follow the footsteps of P Diddy, or I wouldn't even say P Diddy, I was Jay-Z or somebody, you know what I mean? If I follow those footsteps, I'm not even in that same lane.
Right,
Yeah, that's his lane. That's okay. He made a lot of money in that lane, but you only can do so much. You can't be at all places at all times.
right, 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 right.
Yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
a question, and thank you for that. But
Uh,
with the being successful, and then the greed, do you think this is just our factual opinions, congregation, that envious, envy and greed both share the same lane? Because I see that you're that millionaire and I'm a millionaire and now you just aspiring and I see, oh man, he got it. So shoot, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get where he's at. I'm not satisfied because I'm not where you're at. I'm competing and I'm envious. So is envious being envy and greed when you're on that type of level, is that the same lane?
I don't think it's the same lane, but I think it's detrimental when you start to envy other people. I think if you start to envy other people, meaning I want to be like that person, I want to do like that, you need to know yourself.
Come on.
You need to figure out what's right for you and your
Yep.
family if you have a family. You know what I mean? Like what's right for you. Don't compare yourself to anyone else because as soon as you start comparing, then you start to be greedy and trying to, I want to be here, I want to be there. It's not considered successful unless I reach there.
Hmm.
Says who? Says who? Everybody has their only different things or whatever, right? And everybody has their situations where they don't flourish. They do. And it can be the millionaires, the billionaires, and the thousandaires.
Come
You know what I
on.
mean?
Thank you.
Like
Roger that.
everybody has their
Come on.
situation. So you can say, "Man, I wish I was over there in Jay-Z stats," but you don't know what they're going through over there. You just don't know. You just know what the media tells you
Come
or
on.
whatever. You can see the lavish this, the lavish that, but not everything that shines is gold.
And
You have to look at that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Kane, I will say this, and you know, we always are surprised, or the media and people, but some of the most successful people who we thought were successful and rich, you think about actors and different celebrities, you know, that has ended their life. And you
Hmm.
would be like, why would they do that? They have all of these riches. They could do anything. but yet and still, sometimes they're miserable.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're unhappy with whatever situation that is going on with them. So,
I
uh,
think what they do is they just correlate success with money. If you don't correlate success with money, I think your success is meaning you have gotten to that financial freedom. But financial freedom is not the same for everybody. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So I think that they see a number figure and they think that that is successful, because you can be quote unquote successful and have millions and billions of dollars, but you're still living check to check, and you have to be out there. You have to do those shows. You have to be in those movies. You have to do all that to make everything, all the ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the purpose to having all this money if you can't sit back and enjoy it and not have to do all these quote unquote things to make your lifestyle the same? So that's how I feel, man. Congregation, how y'all feel? I ain't even asked y'all. I've been leaving y'all out in this one, man.
You was
But
on. You was on one. You was on one.
congregation, I want to know about them too. How do y'all feel about this? Do success lead to greed? Does it? Or people get greedy because of jealousy and envy? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Y'all let us know. Let us
Yeah.
know. Any final thoughts for this one, bro?
Again, I think we put it out there for the people to
Yeah.
talk about. I look forward. We look forward to seeing some of your comments because,
Yeah.
and I'll pose one
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Have you ever been? Has greed ever overtaken you in a situation?
Hmm.
Has it ever overtaken you in a situation?
Interesting. For sure.
Mm.
For sure. Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, man. Subscribe if you haven't. If you just watching us every now and again or whatever, man, subscribe, man. We got about over 100 some episodes, a lot of different topics. Hey, I'm just letting you know. Just subscribe, check us out, let us know in the comments. We will respond. I'm telling you, we ain't got that many subscribers, but we will.
Hit
we,
the
we
likes.
will.
Hit the
Yeah,
likes.
hit the likes,
Hit
get
the likes.
thumbs up. That's how we do, and that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey,
Let's go. Do something, baby. Let's go.
baby, for sure. Right below me, hey, we have a playlist of similar interests and social issues and things that you are interested into. Click on it.
And congregation, just where I'm pointing, this is what YouTube recommends for you to watch because of the content that you've seen of us. Click it.
For sure.
Watch
Do
it
it for us.
and
Below.
share it.